What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to bring you a quick unboxing, kind of reason why I'm going to stay with the Canon RF mount for a little bit longer. But this will be mainly an unboxing, and I'll get to that video later on. I previously did a video on why I may be switching to Sony versus the Canon R6 or RF mount. It's really about the mount, more not about just the camera at a whole. But I'm gonna give it a go around, see what I do. I'm shooting this on the 50mm 1.2, so if you hear a clicking sound, that's because the focus isn't very good. I'm waiting on a wider angle STM lens to come in to do my videos on. So this is the EF to RF adapter. I finally found one in stock. These are out of stock fairly frequently. I got it at, I think, Canon Photography or Canon Camera Store. It's a small camera store. They sell them on Amazon. Supposedly they're a pretty good company to deal with. The Amazon one was out of stock. B&H didn't have any. Adorama didn't have any. So we got it here. This is the one reason why I think I'm going to stick around with the Canon R system, our RF mount, for a little bit longer. I've never tried to adapt lenses before on this system, mainly because I don't want to. I would rather just have the native RF mount lenses, but there's not all the options out that I want right now. I really want a 35mm 1.4. I know they're supposed to bring out a 1.2, which probably won't be for me either because it'll be super heavy and super expensive, but we'll see how that goes whenever it gets released. They just did a bunch of patents on it, some 1.4 lenses, I think from 24 to 35, 28, I think, and then a 50. They were all supposedly L lenses, but those, who knows when they will come out. So this is just a quick unboxing of the adapter. It's not going to be anything fancy, but this will be able to use some of the EF lenses. So my plan is to get probably a Sigma or Canon 24 1.4 to get me by for a little bit for video. And I like those lenses for walking around at times. They're really, really good, versatile lenses. If you want a wider angle point of view. And then the Canon 135mm f2 I will most likely 100% get because they're pretty cheap right now. You can get them for $550 to $650 fairly easily. So you got some warranty stuff in here, so you get your standard Canon warranty card. I don't really know why they still do these. I thought that the warranties were mainly tied to the serial number on the actual product, but it comes with your standard Canon 1-year warranty. I do believe this is made in Japan. I think they make all their stuff in Japan now. I believe they recently just closed down their actual last factory in China because they just didn't have enough actual chips to make it. So you do get this nice little pouch here, which is it's a nicer pouch than I was expecting, considering this only costs $100. It's like $99, so it's not extremely expensive. Pretty light. It's not anything that's crazy heavy. I don't have any EF lenses currently. I'm still waiting to try to get a few in, or mainly saving up for them because I am not allowed to use any of my more fun money on camera stuff, so whatever I have to save up for is basically how I'm going to do it. So you got this little, actually I don't know anything about these. These are weather sealed, so they do have a fairly decent rubber gasket on the back. Actually, it's made in Taiwan. Huh. So, I'm not even sure if it'll focus on that. Hopefully it does. But it has a very beefy rubber gasket here, so it's going to be pretty good at protecting your actual sensor in there. And let's see if I can get this back on. Doesn't have a way to align it. Wish it had a notch. Oh, there it is. So it does have a little notch. And this is the other side of the mount, so this is where you will put your EF glass on. Nothing too fancy to report here. And then you have your little release here. I assume that this, yeah, so this will actually lock it in. There's a little, let's see if I can get it to focus on that. It has a little lock here on the side. So it's just not going to add that much bulk to your system. It's not the, if you compare it to like an iPhone's bulk here. It's not going to be the bulkiest thing. It's not going to add much weight. It's fairly light. So the lens is what's really going to add some weight to your system. So I'm excited to try this out. I will let you know how it goes once I use this. I do like the little carrying case, so that's a good plus. They didn't have to throw that in there for $100, I don't think, at least in my opinion. So I am excited to see how the EF lenses adapt. I even looked at some of the cheaper ones, like the 24mm f2.8 IS for video. I would prefer a little bit wider aperture, like a 1.4, 1.8 for video, but I got a 16mm RF 2.8 coming in, which I'll do some videos on and see how it works. More worried about the distortion and being able to kind of mess with the background and blur it out a little bit. But that's it. That's my quick unboxing and kind of Canon RF mount update. I just hate to sell my stuff. I really love my Canon R6. It's an excellent camera, and I played with the Sony A7S III, which is the same body as the A7 IV that's just recently released, and it just didn't feel as nice in the hands as this did. So that's it. If you have any comments, questions, leave them below. I'll get a more long-term review of this up as I go, and we'll go from there. Have a good rest of the day, weekend, whatever is out there. Did I already say that? See you guys.